So, take three. Um, all right. So I finished these journals about 99% a couple weeks ago, and I've shown them on my live stream maybe a couple times, but I finally got around to getting the closure put on, and then I just wanted to get some charms added, and that's really all that was kind of standing in my way of, doing this video and getting them listed in my shop. So yay me. Um, so just kind of setting those up there so you can see what's on there. So I basically just did, these are the 5-ring binder books, of the Better Homes and Gardens garden books. 2 different years. I can't remember which is which. I think one's 1956 or something. Anyway, so I basically just did like a, like a floral cotton fabric closure with an eyelet on the front and the back. Both of these books were in just pristine condition and really, really, really beautiful. So they were pretty fun to do. Wait, I take that back. They weren't really all that much fun to make, but it was fun collecting all the stuff to put in them and all of that. I don't really like making, ring bound journals, but I just love these so much. I had to do it. And I actually have about 5 more of these books, the same style that I want to do. So 2 of the handyman ones, and then 2 of the cookbooks, and then another, I can't remember what it is, but anyways. So I'm going to do a flip through on one of them. I'll show you, I'll do Dreaming. This one will be titled Dreaming. And then I'll just kind of show you a little bit of this one too. So they both have a ton of stuff in them. Okay, they're like loaded. And then also not very much in the way of coffee dyeing. Whoops, sorry, that's in a knot. Not very much in the way of coffee dyeing in either of these, but tons and tons and tons of flower imagery and that kind of thing from a lot of different sources. So let me zoom in just a little bit, and I think you guys can see pretty well. So really just lots and lots of gardening stuff, So I made a bunch of pockets, or excuse me, envelopes out of some book pages. I actually have coffee dyed quite a bit of this book that this came out of. Some of them I did not, and the ones that I did not, I made into envelopes. So there's a little book plate here, and I was thinking I would sign that for whoever purchases the book, unless you ask me not to. Anyways, lots and lots of note paper and things like that in the book. Like I said, really not that much coffee dyeing. Not a ton of stitching either on the sewing machine. There's a little bit as far as like some of the pockets and things like that. There is some machine stitching, but not a lot. This is actually like a card that you can color, from a coloring book. Lots of butterflies too. And again, there's a lot of little like note cards and stuff throughout both of these journals, and lots of flip out pages, lots of pockets. These are just some photographs that were in some ephemera that I purchased, and I thought they were, and there was a whole bunch of just flowers, and I thought they were really pretty. I did some fabric pockets. There's a few tags that have some stitching. This is like wallpaper, I think. Yeah, wallpaper, and some book paper that's been gessoed. Some plain cards with flower or garden type imagery on the back. Here's an envelope that's just clipped in and filled with paper, journaling paper. And this is another flower book that I purchased. I can't remember the name of it, but all of the images in the book are like really nice close-up pictures of beautiful flowers. So here's another little bundle, just a plain paper clip. Another one of those flower pictures. Lots of journaling space. I stitched on some tags or some tabs. I didn't do too many tabs in the book, but I did a few. This is a coffee dyed book page. Oh, come on. Just lots of journaling cards and tags throughout the whole book. Beautiful, beautiful flowers. And this is, you know, an Ann Getty's like planner, you know, and I think we've gotten a little bit saturated with Ann Getty's, but I still love some of the images. I just think they're really cute. And that one, like, you can barely see the little baby in there, you know. This is a this is a book, excuse me, this is a page from the book. I didn't use too many of them. I used a few, I'll say. Not a ton of the original book pages. Lots and lots of, I said that already, I guess, note paper. And I had fun just cutting these. I love cutting paper, so I really had a good time just cutting up the paper and making pockets and, you know, seeing how they were going to all fit together. This is a page from the Garden Flowers in Color book. I'm pretty happy with the way these turned out. I really am. I was, you know, trying hard to, whoops, I was trying hard not to, I was trying to not use coffee dyed paper, and this was an exercise in not using coffee dyed paper. So I think I did pretty well. This is another kind of oversized envelope filled with note cards and stuff. And I did use a lot of the dividers from the original book. This is not coffee dyed. This page is actually just, you know, aged to perfection. This is really just like a tuck spot. It's not actually like a pocket. It's not stitched on the top or bottom, but it holds those in pretty well. There's a little envelope with more note cards inside. This is like a frame. You could slide an image in there or something. Lots of folded pages. You know, I wanted to try to preserve a lot of these book pages the way they were, and the only way to do that is to fold them up. Just a little bit of decoupage napkin. It's a greeting card. And this is actually like a pocket right here. If there was anything floral or flowery or gardeny in my house, I used it in these journals. Like I said, it was really fun. It was really fun collecting all this stuff. This page has Mod Podge on it, so it's not sticky, although it sounds sticky, but it's not. And there's another book plate in here, so if I sign the one on the front, then you could always use this one for yourself and put it somewhere else in the book, or if you want, I'll sign that one and then you can put it wherever you want. Just let me know. Just let me know what you want to do. I didn't use a lot of charms. I like to leave a lot to the owner of the book to do a lot of embellishing. I kind of just give I like to provide opportunities for the owner to embellish the book on their own. I mean, that's what I feel like that's what a journal is. It's a place for you to make, you know, a record of your thoughts and your memories and your stuff, you know. Um, yeah, that's just the way I feel about it. And it seems to be working out okay, so. I'm going a little bit quickly, but I do want to show you a little bit of the other one. And it was actually really nice to work with paper that was not coffee dyed for a change, you know? It's not really a vintage journal. It's a themed garden flower journal, you know? And this is a page from Honey Bunch, her first little garden, and this is such a cute little vintage book. My mom remembers Honey Bunch. Oh, I remember what the other ring-bound journal is. It's the decorate. I have two of them. They're the decorating ones. There's another bundle of note papers. A lot of journaling space in this book, and a lot of room for you to glue in or paste in or tape in or whatever your own images too. So, and again, this pocket is just filled with note cards and stuff. And then, yeah, and it does have a pocket behind the envelope there. These wind up being kind of tight on the back unless there's gussets, and I didn't do gussets on the back of an envelope, so it's a little snug, but you could probably slide something in there. So, and then I did the corners. The corners weren't necessarily damaged or anything. They were slightly bent, but I wanted to attach corners. I just think they look really nice sometimes. So, okay, so there's that one, and this one will be Better Homes and Gardens garden book, ring bound journal, and then it'll be titled Dreaming at the end of the description in the, you know, the title. So, and then this one will be the same, but it'll be called Sunshine. So very, very, very similar. Just, you know, maybe the pages are set up a little bit differently. You know, like this envelope is attached, but isn't that beautiful? Oh, I just love it. There's some vintage postcards in here, and in the other one too. But yeah, lots of note paper, and I guess I stitched that little shopping list in there. There's about 4 or 5 pages there. So very, very, very similar. I just pulled out, like I said, everything that I could find that had anything to do with flowers or gardening or even butterflies. So this is a pocket. And I basically just, you know, added the papers, and then if they were too wide, I folded them up. And, you know, that's just kind of how they landed, you know. All right. This is kind of a little oddball divider, but I liked it. Oh, that's 2 cards there. I didn't even realize. Some fabric pockets in this one too. Lots of book pages. You know, I mean, I just love some of these flower images. They're just so gorgeous. And you could journal on front or back of that, you know, depending on what you were writing with, you know. All right, well, I guess somebody's trying to get me on Messenger, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this one up real quick. And then I actually have already photographed both of them, so I should get these listed, oh, I would say within minutes of uploading the video. So they may already be uploaded by the time you see this. So, Okay, and then I also just completed 40 junk journal de-stash kits that I'm going to have listed in my shop too. So stay tuned. I'm going to run through one of those kits and get those listed as well. So, all right, you guys. Well, thank you very much for watching, and try to behave yourself while I'm not watching, okay? All right, and I love you. Bye.